Okay, so we're starting on part two. Um, okay, so now that I've got this null layer here, what I want to do is actually apply the tracking data to the null layer instead of to the eye patch layer. And I don't want. That's why we removed the animations from the eye patches because I don't want to have conflicting information. And then on the tracker tab, if you say edit target, and it pops up here. That was you notice the null is all the layers are listed here, and before I was using the eye patch, and this time I want to say apply it to the null. And then you have to hit the apply button, so you just say apply. And tracker 2. Yeah, the one from the nose to the eye. And then if you open up or up here, apply OK X and Y. And now under the null, you see you got the same rotation and position. It's just like what we did before, but this allows a little more flexibility because, and also the null comes up as red, so that's why all the keyframes and stuff are red now. What I can do is just select my eye patch, and you should have be seeing this whole column here called parent. And if you don't see it, then you got your switches toggled over like that. It still says parent, but yeah, you're going to see parent either way with this layout. Okay, so what you want to do is select your eye patch, and over here under parent where it says none, just click on that and say parent to null 1. And by doing that, just like, have you guys gotten to parenting hierarchies in animation? Okay, same exact idea. You're now telling the eye patch to take its take whatever data null 1 has, and null 1 is going to be the parent. So eye patch, based on where it's at, is going to now move with the data that's from null 1. Just like if you had a body and you parent the head to it, and then you move the body and the head moves with it. It's exactly the same thing, different layout, but exactly the same thing. So now I should be able to just see? We're going to parent the hat. That's the next step, yes. But anyway, so you see I got the same exact motion with the eye patch that I had before, but before I had the data applied directly to the eye patch, and now I'm applying it to the null and then just parenting it. So if I go back to frame 1, I'm going to do the same thing with the hat, and this is the reason why, the big reason why you would want to do this is you can apply the same tracking data to multiple elements at the same time. So if I say apply the hat to null 1 from where it's at now the hat's moving with it. And it's a lot more flexible. On top of, if you come in here, move around, and you notice that maybe you get a little gap like here along the edge of the hat, along the edge of the hair, you can just grab the layer and move it a little bit, and that's your offset. So, but it's still following the keyframes. You're just changing the offset a little bit. And a lot of times After Effects, when you're scrubbing the timeline like this, it sort of ignores the alpha channel, which is why you start seeing edges like that. So you have to let go so that make sure it's not actually in your shot. So if you've got that, now on your number pad, if you just hit 0, it'll start RAM caching it, and when it's done, it'll play it back. If you don't have a number pad, over here under preview, if you just hit the little arrow here, it'll start playing, and caching the frames onto the hard disk, and then play it back. If you hit the space bar, it'll stop and play back what it's got. And I'm going to back this up a little bit so I can see my whole timeline, and then hit 0 again, and it'll cache from there.
It's wiggling around too much. Who? Oh.
And
No, mine's there's some jerks in there. Where was
okay.
that graph thing?
It's right there. All right, so I'll back up to the beginning. I think I'm getting the edge, so I may have to crop that in a little bit. It wasn't there before. Let's see what we got. There, fill that in. Oh, that's a graphics card display thing. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works. Okay. But you see, the advantage to this is you can have many, many elements all following and parenting to each other from one set of tracker information, instead of having to apply it to each object and stuff. This is a much more flexible way to do it. Like so. Any questions so far? No? Okay, let me stop this. We're going to be covering several little things today, and so I'm going to stop this one.